know how when certain people hear a certain color, they go crazy?
What do you mean?
The word black, for example.
Oh.
Some people are
Their ears are perked up.
maybe a little too sensitive about that word. I give you Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price.
Dallas County Commissioners were discussing problems with the Central Collections Office, the way the tickets were being handled. Commissioner Kenneth Mayfield, who is white, said that it was like a black hole. These tickets were being lost. Well, Commissioner John Wiley Price, who is black, took offense to that, as did Judge Thomas Jones, who is also black. I spoke with Commissioner Price just a little while ago, and he says, all too often the term black is used in a negative way.
I'm not kidding. This guy said,
Why the whole got to be black?
why does the whole have to be black?
Because it's a scientific term, and his reference was like the black hole in space. Things go into it and disappear, and they're never seen again. That was the comparison he was making to the paperwork in the county system.
Right, but
Why the whole got to be black?
why does the whole have to be black? And then he interrupted the meeting and demanded an apology, and you can hear how well that went.
Could I get an apology from the commissioner in this day and time? We don't sit around a table where you have diversity and refer to a black hole. Well, sure it is. It's really true. It's science. It's science.
It's science!
I would like
I love those black folks.
an apology for your lack of education in why the whole got to be black.
What is wrong with people? Honestly, that's a scientific
He
term.
must have no idea.
He has to know that's a scientific term.
I bet he doesn't.
It sounds like he's just exposing his own ignorance in this case. Look, I can understand if you want to argue. It's a lame argument. But if you want to argue, as he did later in an interview, why does the black sheep of the family have to be the bad one? At least I can understand that that's open to interpretation. Why is it a black sheep? I don't know the origin of the expression. But a black hole is a scientific term. It doesn't have anything to do with race at all. And he sounds like a retard.
And when you say black sheep, no one thinks you're talking about a black person.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Yeah,
get
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
By the way, the black sheep in my family is literally a black sheep, which I find interesting. The good news is that whenever we have a question like this about race, we have someone that we can go to that we know will always set us straight, and he is our friend Bruce Endicott, who is with the organization called Coffee. Mr. Endicott, welcome back to the Kevin and Bean Show on KROQ.
Good morning, Kevin and Bean. How are you?
We're good. We're sorry that the events of the day have driven us back to you, but make some sense of this, would you?
Well, I know you're not going to like this, but here at Coffee, which of course is the Caucasian organization for friendship enveloping everyone,
Right.
we are reaching out to our black brothers,
Right.
and I'm sorry, but we have to side with the African American gentleman on this particular issue.
You're not
Wait a second.
You're not
Hold
pointing
on a
out that
second.
it's a scientific term?
Well, it's easy for you, being white,
You're white.
to never have appreciated how degrading and how negative the term black has been used for centuries.
But it's a black hole. It doesn't have anything to do with race. It's black because that's the color of the center of that astronomical event.
I understand that, but you have to understand the sensitivity that is aroused by the use of black in any form, because, look, you're lucky. You're white. White's better, but still, you don't know what it's like to have that being said over and over and over again in so many negative connotations that when you hear it used in any phrase, it automatically sets off a pain, an internal anguish that causes people to be upset, and we're trying to soothe that anger.
Bruce, do you think perhaps occasionally you go a little too far trying to soothe that anger?
I don't think so. I think it's look. Just look at the examples. Black magic, that's the evil magic, right? The bad cowboys always wore black hats. You got the Black Death, which is the plague. You've got the black market, illegal trade of goods. You've got black lists, black ball when you're being ostracized from another group. You've got blackmail, black sheep, a black mark against you. You're in a black mood. A black-hearted person is mean and unthinking. It goes on and on and on, so you can't fault someone for being a little sensitive when they hear that.
But if somebody says, they're selling TVs on the black market, why would anyone interpret that as being a reflection on somebody's race? It doesn't have anything to do with it.
Of course it doesn't, but if you are a black person, you can't help but associate yourself to those terms.
I think there are a lot of people who can help that.
That's why we need to avoid the confusion, we need to change the term.
Oh, no.
It'll be quite easier to Stop using terms that relate to people's color of their skin is what I'm saying. All of those terms need to go away.
Do we have to take away the color of black?
They're archaic, and they don't need to be in our language any longer. Instead of a black market, which is the negative connotation of something illegal going on, say, I bought it on the welfare market. Go a different direction. When someone is blacklisted, when they're ostracized from another group, they'll no longer be blacklisted. They'll be illegitimate children listed. They're not focusing on the color of the skin anymore.
That seems not
Not the
good.
black sheep of the family, say the sheep that's really good at athletics.
Okay, Bruce, this isn't helping anybody. Come on.
It won't be black magic anymore, it'll be drug-using magic.
Bruce, what is wrong with you? That's not better.
And I mean it's across the board. I think yellow, the connotation in yellow of someone being cowardly, that has to be offensive to our Asian American friends.
Have you asked any of them?
I haven't, but I'm assuming, I'm speaking for them. Because let's face it, I'm white.
Right.
And I'm saying that we need to get rid of that phrase, yellow meaning cowardly. From now on, if a person is afraid to do something, we're just going to call them hungry for dog.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Don't be hungry for dog. Go skydiving.
Bruce, that's not better.
Don't be good at math. Jump off the cliff into the ocean. Come on. And what about our Latino friends?
Yes.
What about them?
Do you think they enjoy hearing about brownouts? When you lose the electricity direct, you're saying, oh, it's a brownout.
But I don't think they think people are talking badly about
Why
them.
does it have to be brown? Let's get away from focusing on the color of the skin. When your electricity disappears, you say, oh, look, we're having a selling fruit on the street corner out. We're having a Home Depot parking lot out.
Come on, isn't that worse?
Let's not focus on the color of the skin, is what I'm saying. Let's look deeper.
What does coffee stand for again, Bruce?
Caucasian Organization for Friendship and Developing Everyone.
And how's that going for you? Pretty well?
I'm white, I don't care.